Community research presentation. I'm Tracy Barnes. This is Teaching Methods, Secondary Science. Ways family and personal experiences shape teacher and learning perceptions. So we're all influenced by our culture, our economics, and the societies that we grow up in. So cultures can shape goals, beliefs, and values. These personal experiences influence the extent of development in science. Many students are already influenced by science before they learn about it in the classroom. The natural world and their experiences play into their base of knowledge. If a student has grown up participating in outside activities such as gardening or hunting, they already have knowledge. Cultural practices also influence learning perceptions when talking about scientific phenomenon and the strategies for studying them. We all have a social perspective on discoveries and inventions in our world. The COVID epidemic is an example where the nation looked at science every day. As people, when we work together to solve a problem collectively, there is more knowledge gained in science. So some of these examples, there will be misconceptions that will be cleared up in the classroom by understanding the science on a deeper level. Cultural differences. You need to learn about your students and their lives. Use what you learn to inform your planning, teaching, management, and your assessment. You accept and appreciate your students, even if their lives are not 100% aligned with your values and preferences. You set conditions for students to succeed, and you foster resilience and grit. You allow individual agency. So respect the relationship between students in school and out of school identities. Economic influences. Large numbers of students live in economically disadvantaged homes. So the 2015 federal poverty level said that household income is less than $24,037 for a family of 2 adults and 2 children. That's approximately 44% of people younger than 18 live at low income levels. So income levels affect school funding and student opportunity. Poor students are much more likely to have difficulty in school. So people in all socioeconomic classes follow hidden rules about how to navigate their lives. Driving life forces for people in low wealth homes include survival, personal relationships, and entertainment. So income levels also affect language use, conflict management, response to authority, financial responsibility, and personal agency. Many people living in generational poverty are unfamiliar with the expectations and the rules of school. So schools we must teach the hidden rules to our students. Okay, the importance of teacher communication and collaboration. So what is parent-teacher collaboration? It is an important part of a student's education. When the family of a student is able to communicate with their child's teacher, the two sides can work together to build a relationship and create an optimal learning environment, both at home and at school. Plus, they can commiserate on the student's strengths and weaknesses, creating a plan of action to strengthen those weaknesses, determine which factors may be amplifying or hindering the student's learning capabilities, and become a united support system to help the students become their best academic self. So for example, if a student is struggling in math and hasn't necessarily told their family, the family may get that information from the teacher. And then from there, the two can work together to create a more favorable learning environment. So this can mean getting more one-on-one time with the teacher, the family taking on projects at home to supplement the students' in-school lessons, or even hiring a tutor. On the other hand, if a student is struggling in school because of complications at home, the family can alert the teacher. Or if that information isn't shared, the teacher can ask the family if anything at home may be causing issues for the child. Through trust and a good relationship, the teacher and the family can communicate about the issue and create a plan to help the student thrive through a hard time. So teachers are often expected to be mind readers when it comes to their students, but by forging a strong collaborative relationship with the student's parents or family members, a teacher can gain the insight needed to provide support for the student. So what are the benefits? There are countless benefits with parent-teacher collaboration, but some of the key benefits include being a positive relationship and trust builder with the student and their family, creating open lines of communication that support the student's academic pursuits, create a more welcoming space for the student to learn, getting to know more about the student and how they learn, creating understanding between the teacher and student's parents, ensuring that you're all on the same page about the student's goals and capabilities, and keeping parents abreast of their students' progress, both academically and socially. Ways to increase parent involvement in science education. Well, parents and other caregivers can play an important role in ensuring that their children have the necessary knowledge and skills in science and technology to become scientifically literate and informed citizens. It's also imperative that we develop a strong science and technology skilled workforce, so parents can encourage children to consider and pursue a science or technology related career and to obtain the necessary knowledge and skills that will allow them access and success in such a career. We're going to seek out opportunities to introduce your children to individuals in your community whose work relates to science or technology. This could include trades and professions such as construction or manufacturing, public safety, medicine, natural resource management, or research. Participate in Take Your Child to Work days and expose them to the science and technology in your workplace. Encourage your employer to promote and support these opportunities. Attend career fairs with your children. Help them explore a broad range of career options and learn about and understand the necessary skills and coursework required to pursue these careers. Look for special events and programs in your community that enable your children to meet scientists, visit a work site or a local university where science and technology are prevalent. Support your children's participation in online academic mentorship programs that pair students and scientists to carry out STEM projects. Find opportunities in your community to connect science and technology businesses, schools, and non-school learning venues such as museums, libraries, and clubs. Encourage both financial and personal investment in science learning. So ask businesses to give employees release time to support science learning at school or in the community and to become better mentors for school-age youth. Encourage your children to disbelieve negative stereotypes about scientists and help them understand that anyone can have a career in science. Model values that support learning, self-sufficiency, responsibility, and hard work so your children will develop at an early age the confidence and determination to pursue their career interests in science and technology. We're going to look at resources and how they are used. Community resources, language resources, service agencies, school resources are available, and strategies for using them in your science classroom. What are the factors that affect teaching and learning? We have the knowledge of the individual students. So you have to figure out your students' lived experiences. What are their personal histories, cultural and linguistic assets? What home languages are used? Academic and non-academic strengths, unique learning needs, prior learning experiences, and areas of interest. I find asking a daily question for role that is fun opens up a wealth of information about my students. There are silly questions that there's no wrong or right answer. Examples might be, what color is the number 4? Cheetos or Doritos? Or how many languages do you understand? General classroom information. What is the student's grade level? What is their developmental level? What are the age ranges of the students? What is the content being taught? And any other factors that will affect your teaching, like, do I have any 504s in my class? How many IEPs, and what are those IEPs? Okay, your school and your district. What are the school norms and policies? Family engagement, community engagement, student-centered learning goals and strategies. What is the school and the district enrollment? Are there demographic shifts? What is the graduation rate? Percentage of students with IEPs, percentage of ELLs, per pupil expenditures, and the percentage of students receiving free or reduced lunches. Know your community. Is the area urban, suburban, or rural? What's the socioeconomic information for the community? You can research census data for your community. What are your building and district policies or programs? Students at my school, our students have online handbooks of policies, procedures, and disciplines. We have an emergency procedural manual. The district is committed to developing lifelong learners who enhance the community. We strive to produce self-directed learners, collaborative workers, complex thinkers, community contributors, and quality producers who can excel with advanced technologies. Oklahoma Promise, ARPA testing, Choctaw Nation's American Rescue Plan Act, Free and Reduced Lunch, JOM cards, Indian Student Supply cards, Native Americans, Choctaws, Cherokee, Chickasaw, and Creek resource links for assistance. Who is your support staff? My support staff is my superintendent, my principal, my school secretary. Teachers give great guidance through their years of experience with these students and family backgrounds. A resource teacher is extremely helpful to understand each student's learning style and limitations. A counselor is a great resource on family history and strategies, and the librarian is my backup if I call her to send a few students down to work. Instructional materials. We have laptops, we have some school and some personal. We've got phones for research and making videos, smartboards, computers, textbooks that are hardback, and online resources such as Savas Realize. We utilize Bozeman Science videos, YouTube videos, Google Classroom suite of services such as docs, sheets, meets, etc., lab manuals and resources. We have a large science lab for experiments. I use a lot of salt dough and other supplies for making models, individual student whiteboards and chalkboard tables, pencils, paper, colored pencils, and markers. Types of resources. There are curricular programs, instructional technology, access to recorded student data. We use Miller and Levine biology textbooks and Savas Realize online, Google Classroom, Savas Realize, Adminum, YouTube, Bozeman Science, Google Docs, Google Classroom, and Google Slides shared. These are a list of the resources that I used for this demonstration.